I'll advise you, Plabable is more than enough. If you can take your time, do the questions, understand what this questionnaire is asking you. What is up, guys? Welcome back. My name is Samar. I am 9G here in London, pursuing my license, goal. I've passed Plab 1. You can check this card for my experience and how I approached Plab 1. I did it twice. And you can have an idea on what methods I used and what resources I used. Just check this video out. So today's video is a very in-depth review of Plabable. Now, I basically only used two courses. I used PLAB1KEYS and Plabable, with an extra resource, which is like my own resource. I'm using Anki, the flashcard, but that's more of like an approach on how you use the resource instead of a resource itself. So first of all, I'll just do a little bit of summary of PLAB-KEYS. For those of you who don't know, who are here for the first time, I don't know why my hair is all over the place, but anyways. So Plab1KEYS is a website that contains notes specifically tailored for the exam, nothing else. Now, these notes are not more than what they ask and are not less than what they require you to know. They are exactly to the point, to what you need to know to write Plab 1. That's first. Secondly, they're updated every few months when the exam is done. So when they notice, the team which owns or creates the notes, when they notice that Plab, GMC have touched a new topic that has not been in the notes, in Plab 1 notes, they incorporate that as well. Maybe every 2-3 months it's updated. Sometimes not even during the exam, when someone does a recall and they remember something. So I think it's 30-40 pounds. So if you're going to use it as the only resource, then I would say it's expensive because it's just notes. And I personally feel, if you watch the other video of mine, I'll tell you that the secret weapon my second time was questions. I did so many damn questions. So if you're only going to use this as the only review, don't waste your money on it. It's not worth it. Now let's speak on Plabable. Plabable is probably the best so far. Why I'm saying it's the best, because it's also proven to be the best by different students. I know there's so many right now. There's med revisions, there's iMedics, there is past medicine as well. And I've personally used past medicine too, though I stopped using it. And I'll tell you why as we continue. So Plabable, for those of you, like I said, who are here for the first time and are just trying to get information, you don't know any of these websites, so this is also good for you as well. Plabable started as a QBank, but so far in 2022 it's just more than that. They have a QBank, they have Plabable Gems, more specifically tailored notes, even more specific than what Plab1KEYS offers. I think they have podcasts as well. They have seminars, webinars they do, which are sometimes free and sometimes they're not free. They also have mocks. They also have mocks. Now, let's say you got a normal Plabable prescription, which is I think £20 for 3 months. With the QBank, that's 2,000 plus questions. So Plabable has a good user interface. It's not that bad. That's one. Two, after each stem, once you answer it, they give you a percentage of students who got it right, each of the option, and then they give you a whole explanation on why the topic. They'll also give you reference links to where they got the explanation of, because NICE guidelines are updated every few months anyway. So Plabable is very updated with their guidelines, so that's very good. So as a person who is trying to get into GMC, you need to get yourself updated with GMC guidelines. So it helps you a lot with that. With the subscription, you get the QBank. Like I said, you also get those explanatory notes with each. As you answer the stem, you'll see down under there's explanation on why it's wrong, why it's right, blah, blah, blah. Apart from that, like the other stuff they have the gems. Unfortunately, I think it's an extra fees. I think it's £10, but that's a one-off fees. That's if you want. Now, but with this subscription fees, you do get 7 mock papers. For me personally, I did not use any mocks. Neither the first time I wrote it and even in the second time I didn't. I don't know why, I just didn't use mocks. Now, they have 2 types of mocks. One is those 7 different mocks I told you that come with the subscription fees. They already contain the questions you have already seen in the QBank. And there's this other one they call the big mock, which is a separate fee as well. But those are entirely different set of questions they create. They normally even make it a week or 2 before a specific date of the exam. So just, a final review or final revision you want to do. So I feel like if you do want to go for a mock, it's best to just pay an extra fees and go for that. Because if you go for the 7 mocks that are already from the Q Bank, there's a 95% chance that when you answer them, you're going to answer them based on something that you've already seen, as compared to answering them to test your skills in extracting information, your time management, your ability to know what is going on with the patient, the STEM, what is exactly the STEM asking you. So personally, I feel it's better for you to go for the big mock. And that is basically that. They do have webinars, like I said. Sorry. They do have webinars, like I said. The webinars, I think I only joined one, and that was because it was free. I think they have different fees, sometimes £10, sometimes £20, depending on what the webinar is exactly about. Sometimes they do a webinar solely on obs and gynae, sometimes they do solely on answering surgical questions, sometimes internal medicine. So it all depends on you and your, affordability. Apart from that, there are other ones. There's med revisions. I'm not going to talk deep in them because I did not use them. The only one I used, or I bought, but I honestly didn't even use it. It was a waste of money, to be honest, was Past Medicine. The thing with Past Medicine is it is a very good resource. The UI is good. It also has flashcards as well. So that's one thing that it has over other ones, that it has a flashcard, in their user interface kind of incorporated inside. But I've noticed they have some topics which are a bit more than what Plab normally asks. Like they have extra information. So there's a chance that you might study Past Medicine and they will never touch topics that are in Past Medicine. So for me personally, I'll advise you, if you can go through Plabable at least, and here's my advice, like 3 times, minimum 3 times. For me personally, I went to Plabable, the first 2 times I went through it where I went through the Q Bank whole. I didn't flag any questions the first time. I reset the question and I flagged. The second time was when I flagged the questions I did were wrong, and those that, even though I got them right, I was not 100% certain on why I got them right, or maybe because I was lucky, or I was just not confident enough that, if I saw this in the exam, I can able to answer it again. And the 3rd, 4th, and 5th time, I went through the flagged questions over and over and over again. So at least minimum, please do 3 times. Like go through as any kind of question bank you have as many times as you can. I cannot emphasize enough. Because the second time, the only reason I'm sure I passed is because, bro, what is wrong with my hair? Stay. Yeah, the second time, the reason why I passed is because I emphasized more on answering questions. If you watch that video of mine, it's a bit of more detail on what differently I did. But yeah, that is that. I'll advise you, Plabable is more than enough. If you can take your time, do the questions, understand what this questionnaire is asking you. Test your time management skills. Sometimes the stems are unfortunately too long for just time wasting reasons, and you have to know how to extract the relevant information. So that is basically that. I didn't want to make this video very long, but I hope this was like an in-depth review for you guys. And if you have any questions, do not hesitate. DM me on my Instagram or my Twitter, or you can comment in the comment section. And let me know if you have any other ideas for any other videos, and I'll definitely make some. I'm going to be making some tech videos as well, because I'm into tech as well. So hopefully you might see some tech videos coming soon this week, inshallah. And yeah, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.